competitors a little bit. There is Kevin Kogan charging hard into the corners. Kevin obviously very comfortable taking that ground defense Penske PC-10 car into the turns. They seem to be pulling away a little bit easier coming out of the corners as Kevin, but Kevin is really carrying that blue and white Penske car deep into the turns.
And entering turn number 11 and now 12 once again. Here's the completion of lap number 50. 50 laps completed. Al Unser is running very close behind Mario Andretti, but remember it's a 125-lap race, so we still have 75 laps to go. Look at Kevin Kogan. Kevin Kogan takes over second position as he moves to the inside of Al Unser. Kevin Kogan is back in second place, but Al Unser wants no part of that. Down the backstretch they race. It is Al Unser in third place pursuing Kevin Kogan. Mario Andretti has the lead into turn number 5. Great racing. Kevin Kogan with a neat move going into the hairpin, passing Al Unser and taking over second position. The first 5 cars, the first 4 cars are running right together on the racetrack.
Well, that is Kevin Kogan's teammate Rick Mears, who makes the 4th car in that quartet that's running up to the front. There goes Kevin getting underneath Mario Andretti as they go into the back 40.
A tremendous move again by Kevin Kogan. He has demonstrated here this afternoon that he is a race driver. I think there were many people who began to wonder about Kevin Kogan after his accident in Indianapolis, whether it was caused by driver error or mechanical failure. Kevin Kogan is showing that he is a race driver here today. He has pretty much dominated this race. Mario Andretti in second position, now being passed by Al Unser. Al Unser has moved into second. Mario Andretti drops back to third, and Rick Mears runs fourth. Now Mears to the inside of Mario Andretti, and Larry, it looks like that perhaps Andretti may be falling back.
Well, certainly Rick Mears moved in there like a freight train. He felt he had a little bit of opening, and now Mario Andretti goes back to the inside of Rick Mears. Mario trying to outbrake Rick as they move into turn number 4. They're side by side through turn 4, now into turn 5, and Andretti comes out with the advantage. There is the road racing experience coming to the top.
Boy, they're side by side in an area of the racetrack that you just don't run side by side, but they pulled it off beautifully. So it is Mario Andretti and Bobby Rahal also in the picture here, as Rahal is listed in 5th position. Also, Jeff Brabham is on the same lap, as is Jose Legarza. 8 cars remain on the lead lap. Here they come down the main stretch.
The main stretch, some 2,700 feet long, almost 1/2 mile in length, the fastest part of this racetrack. And Bob, you know, as we watch Mario Andretti, there is a possibility that there's some strategy going on right now. We're still not halfway through this race, and Andretti doesn't figure he's going to win this race in the next 10 or 15 laps no matter what happens. He can actually adjust the horsepower that engine turns out by controlling what we call the boost. It controls the amount of fuel that goes into the fuel-air mixture in these race cars, and with 52 laps down, Andretti could be fiddling with the boost, just trying to create a pace that he feels will be good enough to win. Andretti may not be showing us everything he has, because when Al Unser and Kevin Kogan went by, it did look like Mario had begun to slow down. Rahal moved up the challenge. Rick Mears moved up the challenge, and all of a sudden, it's like somebody kicked Mario's race car in the tail, and he darted ahead again. So there may be some things going on strategically inside that cockpit of Mario Andretti that we're not privy to.
The leader continues to be Kevin Kogan. Second place, Al Unser. Third, Mario Andretti. Fourth is Bobby Rahal. Fifth is Rick Mears. 6th is Gordon John Cock, and 7th is Jeff Brabham. 8th is Jose Legarza, and then down a lap in 9th position is Chip Ganassi in car number 12. The Budweiser Cleveland 500 being presented live on ESPN. Our coverage will continue after these messages. Team, and Bobby is running in 4th position at this time. 4th, right ahead of Mario Andretti. And Larry, I believe that we received word from the pit crew. Mario is just employing a little race strategy. Nothing wrong with the car. He's just laying back for a while.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Certainly Andretti is the most veteran of all those with experience here on road race coursing. And picking up on that Mario Andretti story, Gary Lee is down in the Mario Andretti pit.
Some strategy being exercised exercise by Mario Andretti. Mario now knows that he can run out in front. He can lead the race. So right now they're turning the wick back. They're conserving the fuel. They plan 2 more pit stops. They plan to change rubber on those stops. But right now they know the little Italian can lead the race. So it's purely strategy. He's backed off just a bit. See a charge from Andretti later in the competition.
Bobby Rahal in car number 19 is in 4th place. Bobby started this race second, qualifying yesterday at 123.366 miles an hour. It is Mario Andretti in the number 40 STP car that runs in 5th position. Another aspect of this race from Ted Otto.
He was talking about turning the wick down and waiting a few moments. They do exactly that. We're standing by Howdy Holmes' car, who dropped out of the race a few moments ago after losing 2nd gear and then 1st gear. We're looking into the cockpit. We have a knob right here that the driver can reach up and adjust. That adjusts the boost pressure on the car. You give it more boost, you get more speed, but you also consume more fuel. So you have to decide when to do that, and some of the people hold off and wait till the end of the race, turn the boost up, and go for it.
All right, Ted, that's the situation.
John Forsythe, whose team Hector Rabake labors for. Jim Truman is the car owner for Bobby Rahal. This is a group of men who have put together racing operations that they are interested in the bottom line. You know, so many times we hear that auto racing is an operation that always runs in the red, that there's no way of breaking even, let alone making money. But these new teams have come to IndyCar racing. They don't say that winning is everything. It's like it's a tie for some other things they're interested in. And among those other things are the economics, and they expect...
Jose Garza has crashed. Jose Garza has crashed and is running away from his race car. And also Hector Rabake has spun off the course. So 2 cars here at the same location. Hector Rabake, and it's been a long afternoon for Hector, but more importantly, Jose Garza, who is running in 8th position.
Well, it has indeed been a long afternoon for Hector. We had just commented about that team that is headed up by John Forsythe. John, incidentally, has a company that sells and stocks steam equipment, provides the machinery that creates steam for heavy industry, and Hector is on at least his 4th incident of the day. It started at the drop of the green flag, and he has been in and out of the pits. This number 32 race car, 2 Mexicans here getting together on the final slow speed, relatively speaking, turn of this racetrack. Turn number 10 just before coming onto the home stretch, the fastest part of the racetrack.